The property manager, former U.S. President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, Carlos de Oliveira, made his first court appearance on Monday to face charges in the classified documents case. Oliveira is accused of helping Trump to conceal top-secret government documents. He faces charges of conspiring to obstruct justice, destroying evidence, and making false statements. However, de Oliveira did not enter a plea because he has not yet retained a local attorney. He has been released pending trial on a bond of $100,000. He has been ordered to remain in the Southern District of Florida and to not have contact with any of the witnesses in this case. In June this year, prosecutors charged Trump and his other aide in the documents case, alleging that Trump stored hundreds of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago home and made his staff hide them from investigators. It marked the first time a former U.S. president was federally charged. On Thursday, additional charges were then announced against Trump and his aide in the case, and the new charges against his property manager indicates that the case is now widening. Trump is also facing charges in separate cases, including on falsifying business records when making hush money payments ahead of the 2016 presidential election, as well as over his role in the January 6th Capitol riot and over his efforts to overturn the Georgia state election in his favor. A judge in the state has rejected Trump's bid to quash an investigation into whether he illegally interfered with the state's 2020 election, and this comes just days before criminal charges are expected to be filed in the case. Trump has denied any wrongdoings in all of these cases. Despite mounting legal troubles, Trump's status as the clear frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination in 2024 does not appear to be challenged at all. In fact, the criminal charges have strengthened his position. An average of opinion polls from 31st July shows he has a commanding lead of 37 points over his top rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The poll shows that among 14 Republican presidential candidates, no one else scores over 6%, and more than half of them are not even at 1%. Touting for his win, Trump, in a rally on Saturday, took aim at President Joe Biden and his Republican rival DeSantis. Listen in.
You have somebody that's not at the top of his game, never was at the top of a game, never was. We have a guy who's a dumb and to allow this to happen, our country. The radical lunatic Democrats, they impeach me, they indict me, they rig our elections, and the Republicans just don't fight the way they're good people, but they don't fight the way they're supposed to fight. DeSantis is gone. DeSantis is gone. He's just about over. I think if he ever made a comeback, it would be the greatest comeback in political history.
And we earlier spoke to our correspondent Susan Tehrani, who gets us the latest on this. Listen in.
De Oliveira was released on bond in court, and he told the judge that he merely holds an expired American passport and lives in a rental in Palm Beach Garden, Florida. An arraignment session is scheduled for De Oliveira on August 10th, and the judge asked prosecutors whether or not former President Donald Trump should also appear at the same court as De Oliveira for an arraignment on these new charges, or whether his hearing should be in Miami. Prosecutors said that they will get back with an answer. Now, reports indicate that De Oliveira was not really part of former President Donald Trump's inner or even outer circle. He was an employee at Mar-a-Lago. However, according to the indictment, former President Donald Trump, in June of last year, shortly after the government demanded documents, called De Oliveira and they spoke on the phone for 24 minutes. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.